Ok, corillo, rapidito quería explicarles que cuando estaba pasando el pietaje de esta entrevista, hubo un bajón de fucking luz y se me corrompió la data entera de la tarjeta en la cual estaba la toma principal donde salíamos los tres. Gracias a Dios teníamos otra cámara grabando, pero esta cámara solo estaba enfocada mayormente en el invitado y en Manolo. Por eso es que yo estoy cropeado y no salgo en la toma. Me disculpo por eso, no pude hacer nada, no pude recuperar el pietaje, pero por lo menos teníamos esa cámara grabando al invitado, que es lo importante. No importa si yo salgo o no. Nada, solo quería dejarles saber eso. Ahora los dejo con Charla Magistral. Dímelo, corillo, estamos aquí en un episodio súper relámpago de Charla Magistral con una persona bien especial porque yo creo que todos aquí nos hemos casqueteado con alguna escena de él. What I'm saying to the people is that you're a very special guest because everyone here has at least masturbated once to one of your scenes.
Yeah.
I did just like 2 days ago. So the Pirates movie.
Are you left-handed?
I am right. I'm right-handed, but I actually masturbate with my left hand.
I've never heard that before.
I'm
know,
right-handed, and I masturbate with my left.
I mean,
one
if I
too.
just act like I'm on a date, I mean, switch hands, right? Your arm gets sore after a while, right?
I can do it both hands, but I prefer left. I don't know. The tilt of my dick is left.
Yeah. I curved to the left also. I also curved to the left, yeah. And it's the weirdest thing. I was always trying to straighten out as a kid. I'm like,
I like to do it with my left hand because it kind of feels like it's another person doing it because I can't control my arm very well. So it goes like
He
this.
has arthritis.
Osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of those.
I don't think I've worked with her yet. Osteoporosis?
Yeah. She's hot.
Yeah, I bet.
Evan
Puerto Rican.
Stone. What can I say? You're a legend,
Oh,
man.
well, thank you very much.
You're a fucking legend.
Let's go through this how to be a porn star thing, because that's the first question I get. Like,
What are you doing here in Puerto Rico? First.
We're planning on invading your country and taking it
Oh,
over.
again?
Not actually-
Again?
Again?
Uh-huh.
Woo!
Oh, do we already control you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're a colony of the
a
United
colony.
States.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
You know those things that are illegal in the United Nations? That.
Yes,
That's brilliant.
Well, what brings you here, man?
Well, actually, it was an airplane that brought me here. Yeah, I was really
I was
surprised.
hoping he would say the vagina.
No,
But he went
that
for
got
F.
me on the planet.
Oh.
I came from the vagina.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you will end by vagina.
And then you
Bef-
came on the vagina.
And then, well, not that the one I came out of, but other ones since then, yes. And it's funny that the girls go, "Oh, your dick's too big to fuck me." I'm like, babies fall out of that thing. So why does my dick?
Out of your dick?
Why does not my dick just fit
Out of
right
his
in there?
dick,
That's a
they
very
fall
good
out-
point.
well,
No, what? Babies fall out of your dick? No. I'm talking about the vagina.
Oh, okay.
Well, they
I
do
was-
also. They just never
Oh my
make
God,
it
half
to,
the baby
to
comes out of your
babies.
dick. Yeah.
I can only imagine the size of his sperm. It must be like Skittles. Taste the rainbow.
You're just on the ground, just flopping.
Flopping
Right.
like this. Is that a fish?
Oh, he's
Yes.
just jacked off on the floor. Hey, whose sperm is this?
So, porn is illegal in Puerto Rico. So I'm guessing
it
you're
should be.
not here. I'm guessing you're not here to record porn.
No.
I mean, if you want to, I don't care. I've been to jail, so
So
I
it's legal to possess it or legal to just
no, to just
manufacture it?
Yeah, you-
So
manufacture.
you can duplicate it,
Yeah,
edit it.
You
just
can
can't shoot
edit it.
Yeah.
You could watch it. You can
could-
stream it.
Well, I didn't want to shoot porn here until just right now when you told me I couldn't do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now I definitely want to do this.
Well, technically, if you go to a grassy place and fuck someone there, and somebody accidentally records you,
yeah, that's
it's
not illegal.
That's news.
So you could
Yes,
That's news.
Exactly.
That's news.
you could pretty much just voyeur style a video and yeah, it's legal.
As long as you don't make any money on it, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, right? So in order to break this, what's going on down here, the illegal monopoly of not having porn, is you just like have a website which is called a news site, and you videotape
you
people
just-
having sex. But sometimes they're in
We're just
cheerleader outfits,
reporting
delivering
the
pizza.
things that happen under bleachers in some basketball courts.
Actually, there was a fun video that circulated here because some chicks, lesbian chicks, were vagina eating in a basketball court at one of the schools, and that video went like super viral and public, and it's now on Pornhub. So technically, they kind of shot porn, but they didn't. But they're like our official porn stars now.
Well, that's cool.
I don't know their names, but I'm pretty sure somebody goes like, "Do you remember that video with two chicks eating vagina in the
Of
back?"
course.
Oh my
and the
God,
police
yes.
woman.
Oh, and the police
There
woman that
was one
masturbated
of a
with her
police
stick.
a police woman masturbating in a car,
With her stick.
and they slut shamed her as they should.
Oh God.
Man, so she's had some serious wood.
No, but I think she got reinstated a
Oh, good.
couple
Good. It's terrible
weeks
that she
or
loses,
months
for
ago.
Masturbation.
Yeah, it took
Right.
like 3 years of her work, but
Yeah, and we
it's
also
okay.
have a mayor that took the casting couch thing to a whole new level.
Oh yeah, you
That was
should. You
awesome.
would
Oh,
get,
how to
a-
get cabinet positions? You just like
You-
actually
Yes.
cabinet positions were
Yes,
positions.
like he took the casting couch literally.
yeah, a casting desk. Like he came on the desk at the alcaldía,
At
at
the
the mayor's
at the mayor's
office.
place.
He's the mayor
He-
of Guaynabo.
Yeah, the mayor of the town basically just came on the desk and was like, "Here's your desk," and he just left. The thing is that he did this for like 10 years.
Yeah, he was pissed as his secretary because she didn't want to drink it, swallow,
Yes.
and so he just threw it on her desk and like, go get Windex, bitch.
Little spider web.
You ever do that?
Well, they're actually there's a desk right behind this Katie Morgan poster that actually just did that on a little while ago. Yeah.
Have you had sex with that?
The poster? No.
No.
Katie Morgan, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate you.
It's not that
Is
nice.
it-
It's
is it
like really
different?
wet and tight. We wouldn't like it.
All right, I got a question. Is it different, right? Because I know this is probably what the viewers will have. Is it different when you're having sex on set versus when you're having sex off the camera?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is it different?
Well, because on set it might be 4 hours banging with a lot of stopping and going, and at home it's like 4 minutes. Well, actually, 3 minutes more than I need. Just a minute. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
technically,
I'm actually just coming thinking about jacking off later. So right now.
Oh, okay. So you mean to tell me that there's like no superpower when you do a bunch of porn?
No, this is how it
Just
works.
redo the takes.
No, I still fuck as long, but when you fuck for the camera, you got to open up for the camera. You got to think it's like a triangle, right? You got to open up. You got to get a camera guy in there. You got to get a lighting guy in there. Got to get the sound guy in there. And you got to get your dick in there. And you have to fuck the girl and present her for the camera till she really looks good. So I mean, it's a lot of work, and you're all leaned back, and you got your cock bent down sideways and to the left. You're banging, like this, but it looks like forced perspective. It looks like you're just like on top of the chick and banging.
Okay.
So at home, I mean, I'm up all on that shit. I'm like, she's fucking under me. I'm holding her down. You just got to just like.
Yeah, so she doesn't escape her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
kinda
call her mom for help.
I kind of felt intimidated when he just like hold her. I was like, my heart like skipped. I mean, like, holy shit, I can feel the violence in this man.
Well, you gotta have your hand be ready to go over that mouth before she gets that safety word. And you want safety word, you want at least to be three syllables, whatever the word is, right? She might get 2 syllables out, but you pop, you got your hand on that mouth, right?
Oh,
You
God.
got to respect the safety
This is
word.
kind of like a cool way to rape someone. Yes.
Forced consent. Thank you.
We are not advocating for such a thing.
No.
No.
That we leave that to the mayors of
Now,
our
and
towns.
changing the subject, what brought me down here to Puerto Rico is the natural evolution of porn. Now, what we've seen when I first started, we shot movies. Your DVD sales paid for the whole movie and stuff. And
Okay.
then the internet came along. Then you had websites, and then the DVD sales disappeared. Now, the piracy, of course, cost our industry everything, just like music and everything else.
Yeah, music.
So you just have to watch how things progress. Now, before at these award shows, you would have huge booths, which would be Vivid and AVN, and now the booths are the huge modeling agencies and all this live camera work.
Okay.
And that's the new evolution of porn. So now you can have whatever girl, like actually in your thing, talking to you, having your name said back at you, and you're masturbating, watching the chick, and you can even like have a camera where she could watch you too, but she's probably not. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they put tape.
yeah,
They put tape where
I've seen it. I've seen they put the tape like so, like Chatterbait and some of these really big companies. This is where the thing is going,
And this
right?
is
But obviously, you still have to have content for the websites, and you still have to have movies because there's a demand for these movies,
Yeah.
right? I mean, couples and all this other stuff. So there's
A
like although the
huge
demand is
demand.
smaller, right? Now the movies have got to be better
Okay.
than what they were before, and because of technology, we're doing a lot more stuff on green screen, and just the evolution of like you don't have to go to locations to shoot this stuff, right? You can just buy the stock footage. Oh, here we are, and then the next thing you know, we're in a. I just like because really, I'm not even in Puerto Rico right now. This is all green screen.
all
Oh,
screen
okay.
screen, yes.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
got
a
these
stock
guys-
footage.
Right.
He's in Russia right now.
I'm in Russia.
And so So now it's all on the internet, right? So now we're all online. And so what is the other thing that's just really big and continuing to go on right now? It's all gaming, and it's all stuff that's online. There's gambling online. Everything's online, right? So now porn has to be up online. So combining the two, gaming and porn, I mean, this is two big combinations, and it's just that's why I'm here.
Okay,
and to
you're working on a porn/gaming hybrid.
Yeah, I'm a programmer.
Is that what
I'm
you're
a programmer? I speak code. Yeah, that's it.
Is that what your teacher is about?
That's
my
how
God,
about
look
he
at
has
this
an
shit.
ass on his chest.
Lovelacestories.com.
.com.
So I'm guessing the stories part is a big deal.
It is.
It's important.
It's the actually the guy that put this together, genius. He integrated them together to make it work and function, and it's the period that I really enjoy. I was a big fan of medieval times. I worked at Medieval Times for like 2 years. Best job
You
ever.
did pirates.
Yeah, and the best job ever besides
but
porn.
Medieval times is the thing where you eat chicken and people kill themselves.
We-
That was like 90s Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah, it was amazing. Now, I was raised quarter horses since we were like 12, and we had anywhere from 15 to 20 quarter horses that I had to take care of every day before I went to school. Ride them afterwards, take care of them, built the stalls. I mean, it was all me, right? And so I thought I knew everything about horses, and I got to medieval times, and these were Andalusians, right? And I'd always been geldings. These were stallions. All these horses had personality because they all had balls. It was an amazing thing. And these were like, they're a couple hands taller. Than a regular quarter horse, and these horses were fucking into it. We get ready for the joust. These horses were like, they loved the games. It was the most amazing. And I got there, and I knew nothing about being an equestrian. Thought I knew everything. Found out I knew nothing about horses.
But you kept on riding.
Oh yeah.
But did
You
you,
still
also
ride?
fight?
Oh yeah. I was the evil Green Knight
Oh, fuck yes.
because you have to be the Dark Knight in the end, which is another horse fight. You got to be able to fight with a short sword on a horse. I mean, you can't be fucking hitting these horses with your sword. You got to have your shit together, right? Because the guy that takes care of these horses will literally come into the arena and pull you off that horse and beat the shit out of you.
Wow.
How I got the job is I was in there and I was given the heads up. You have to go in there and ask for a job as a squire. Never ask for a job as a knight. You'll never be one because they're going to put you as a squire
Okay.
to learn the games.
Yeah,
and then all this other stuff. And so I went, I want a job as a squire. I said, all right, we'll talk to you. Hold on a second. Let me go get the boss. And so I just kind of walked in and walked around the horses, and I had an apple and shit with me, and I was feeding the horses and petting them. And I didn't know that the trainer has his office right there, and it's like it's a mirror. And
So he's
actually
seeing
watched
you.
me the whole time. And I went was talking to the horses, petting them, rubbing their little chins and rubbing their lips, and he comes back down. I'm talking to the guy. He's like filling out the paperwork. He's kind of looking at me, and the guy comes in, opens up the door, goes, "He'll do." They're all Spaniards that own that whole industry.
Okay.
Oh. So they have that little slavery thing going on,
Yeah.
probably.
With horses.
Yeah, they have a helicopter
You saw-
pad in the back of their helicopter pad in the back. It's like, get excited about the show. Helicopter pad in the back of the Dallas thing, and so the owners came in. They flew in, and they had these fucking two blonde, beautiful fucking girls. They're up there. The arena comes in, the stairs go up, and the dressing room, the locker rooms, and shit are up there. So they came down. They were like showing off their horses, and all the knights were like, "Ooh, we're all sitting up straight in their saddle." These girls were the bomb.
They're the guy's daughters or something?
Well, no, they were obviously the dates of the guys that owned
This
the
is
show.
the thing. If Evan, this was a long time ago, and of all the girls that he's done and born, he remembers those two chicks.
Well, that was before I got into porn.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that's why
okay.
you remember.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
after that, get the
I was
the
still-
amnesia.
I was still stripping and doing road shows, and I was working in medieval times.
Wait, you
And
were a
then-
stripper too?
Oh yeah, for 20 years before I got into porn.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
So you gotta start stripping, then you run Jeremy's dick, and then you can do porn,
No,
right?
they only happen to.
There's
Was it
All
the-
you had to do was suck his dick. Oh god.
you could have
Did you-
started 19 years
wait,
earlier.
Wait. How was that porn audition? Because I know.
Oh yeah, what
Co-
was your first
Yeah.
porn
Oh.
audition? And what did they ask of you? Like have a huge cock?
Well, no, it's a good karma story. All the guys were all dancing. One guy got too fat to dance. The other guys were, "We need to fire him." I go, "Nah, that's bad karma, and you can't be doing that. We're family." And it's, "Nah, fuck that guy." And it's like, so I gave him the microphone, and I gave him my money because I was making money on the tour. So I just gave him what I was paying everybody else. So and I gave him a microphone. I said, "Now you're MC." Now before I'd be talking you up, and you'd be talking you up, and what's my motivation to get the girls to tip you more money? It's no motivation, but then when we had an MC, we started making more money. Oh. And then later we got a drag queen to do it, and we made even more money because the drag queen would come out and do a drag show, and then all the girls loved that. And so he moved on to being a DJ back in Dallas.
The drag queen?
No, the drag queen.
Oh.
The show kept on going on. Casey was his name. He went back to Dallas and started DJing at a really nice titty bar. And I was in there and I walked in there one day and I said, "Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you again. I wonder what happened to you, you know?" Because he said he got another job and he got himself actually a titty dancer girlfriend and he went on tour with her and that was his job. And then he got the DJ job. Anyway, so. I said, "What's going on?" He says, "Hey, man, you want to do a porn?" I go, "What? Yeah, talk to me when you're sober." He goes, "No, seriously,
course.
a porn." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, they asked me to do it. Some guys are coming out from California." And I asked my girlfriend. She said, "No fucking way." So, you know, you're the first guy that I would think about calling because, you know, you could have fired when you had a chance. I was like, fuck yeah. Went and got a health test, showed up. Director's like, "We only use tested steel because, like, you lose a hard-on halfway through the scene. I got to put the girl back in makeup. I got to move that second scene back up to the first scene position. I got to relight. You already fucked up my day, and I've got so many scenes to shoot in one day, right? So if I have to get another day, you know, that comes right out of the producer's pocket and stuff like that. So that's why it's the same guys. It's not about the guys. The shot is like dick and chick, right? That's the shot. Okay. So director's like, "I doubt that I'll even use you. Sit in the corner. Maybe the girl will give you a hand job, blow job. I doubt that I'll use you, bro." I was like, "Oh, fuck, that was like a $600 test, but okay." Now they're only like
Well,
a
that's
buck,
not that
$1.60.
bad. I mean, like,
$600 for getting a hand job.
No, $600 for the test. You have to get a health test before you show up.
Okay.
So I already spent money to show up to be there, right? Which would have, you know, I spent that much just going out drinking. So the three guys are supposed to show up. Only one guy showed up from California. The other two guys didn't make the flight, wanted to do it. So the director's like, "Hey, man, I need you to fuck Anna Sydney Steele, top girls in porn. I never followed porn.
Fuck animals?
Anna
that she died, right?
Yeah. She,
Oh, man.
yeah.
Bad. She was
Not from porn.
She was very, very hot.
Yeah.
I think she died from something else, but she was hot.
So he says, "And I'll pay you." And I was like, okay. Now, I was a stripper. We go to these towns. We take the country and western bars on their slowest night. We make it ladies' night, and we have the strippers there. Country and western bars loved us because it was our slowest night, and the guys would be lined up because that from 6 to midnight, just ladies. And then guys lined up because there was a bunch of drunk, horny girls in there with the strippers. And so where's I going with this? There's a point.
Well, the medieval game.
Your first time?
Yeah, right. So continue on. We would go to the titty bars. We tip all the girls, and they would all come to our shows. And we all go to the hotel after the show. We'd all bang in the same hotel room, switch girls back and forth. So fucking in front of the other people was no big deal.
Okay.
Right? So that, you know, and that was just...
Would you usually get blowjobs?
Oh, yeah. I'm banging chicks and doing strippergrams.
Okay,
So it's like, you know, a lot of sex around there.
So
the only thing that was different was a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when I was in high school, I was doing college musicals. And
college musicals.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a natural progression.
It's a natural progression.
You get
college
frustrated
musicals,
with your art dreams, and
then you become a stable boy. Then you do musicals. Then you're a stripper, and then you do porn. And then you read medieval games. It makes sense.
So they taught me stage direction, lighting, and all this other stuff. And I knew how to open up for the camera, right? How do you turn the right way when the camera's, you know, watching that camera in the corner of your eye. And so the camera guys loved me, right? And until that point, I'd never fucked girls that fucked back. It was titty dancers. You know, fuck them. Like, but these girls were like, give me that cock.
Okay.
You're licking your ass. Like, you didn't even have to ask them. And they were licking your ass. So I had... And so my first scene was just amazing. It was like bam, bam, bam. And how it works in porn, the top girls get like a list of like 20 guys they'd like to work with, right? Okay. That they feel comfortable with to make them look sexy and stuff like that. Okay. And so you're a producer, you got a script, you got their list, you're looking for the first guy, you could call him, second guy, you just go down the list, and that's how you work. And so right away I was like on contract girls list, and they go, "Yeah, this is how this works. Come out to California." I was like, okay. Now at that point I just got arrested for attempted capital murder. And
yes.
For what?
Even more
Attempted?
Attempted. Okay, but I was
cat burglar.
Capital murder.
Capital murder.
It's okay. We all been in jail.
Who would you try to?
And the stripping thing was really getting old because since I'm running the show, right, I would always have to bail the guys out of jail because the rednecks would come in, right, and the strippers would be there, and there'd be a fight, and I'd have to like pay for the damage they caused the club, or I had to fly some guy in because the other guy fell in love with a titty dancer and left the show. It was like really a pain in the ass, right? And then this thing, we were stripping in Austin, and so we left the club. We we're counting all our money, and these guys fucking come over like this. They had a knife, like, "Give us your money, you fags." And I go, "First of all, I'm not homosexual. Second of all, you're not getting my money." And I was all drunk.
It's important to clarify.
Yeah, right?
Not a homosexual.
And so I'm all drunk, and so I'm going to try my kung fu and all my karate stuff that I've learned over the years. It's like, all right, flash. And I'm all drunk, and the guy like does a forward, and I try to circle block it out, and he stabs me right here, and the knife sticks in my bone, and it pulls it out of his hand, and we're like,
yeah, I'd seen that scar
we're
in your
just kind of like
movies.
looking back and forth to each other. And meanwhile, Barrett had grabbed the other guy and was beating him, so I grabbed this guy, threw him through a plate glass window, grabbed his buddy, and started beating him up. And then all of a sudden, this is in Texas, all of a sudden this guy starts running across the street and pulls a gun out. And I go, fuck, now it's a gunfight. Right? So I pulled my gun out. And I fired a couple. No, he wasn't.
This is going too fast.
First of all, I should not have had my gun inside the club. You're not supposed to have your gun inside the club. It should have been in my car, but it was in my briefcase. And so, well, then it was on my back because I put it in my back as we're walking out of the club. But it was in my locked briefcase. So,
And the titty bar.
and so, popped off a couple rounds at the concrete two-story concrete building behind it. Boom, boom, boom. The guy hits the ground. Barrett says, "Get the fuck out of here!" Now my sugar mommy just bought me a LeBaron convertible, white leather.
A sugar mom.
Yeah, and so we got in the car, and this is how fucked up I was. I was doing a lot of drugs back then. Now, San Antonio is the opposite direction of where we're in Austin, of where I lived in Dallas. So we're going to go to San Antonio and get an 8-ball so we can make that drive to Dallas. This is how fucked up we were. So we're driving, Barrett's driving, I pull this thing out, there's blood everywhere, it's white leather, so it's like blood all over the car, right? We're like, we're all like, yeah, high-fiving each other. Yeah, we kicked their fucking ass. We get to San Marcos. We get underneath this bridge, and I look back, and there's fucking cops on the bridge. All of a sudden, these lights start going on. I see guys up there with fucking rifles, helicopter. Brrr, cops come, vroom, vroom, and they're like, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get the guy on the ground!" I'm down on the ground. Barrett's like, "What the hell's going on?" They grab me, throw him to the ground, put a shotgun, and said, "You move your fucking mouth, or move, you say something, move or something like that. I'm gonna blow your fucking head off." And I'm like, okay.
How does this escalate
Right.
from a titty bar?
I've played Grand Theft Auto
Now,
where
I'm wearing-
none of this happens.
None of this
I'm wearing
happens.
spandex, capizios, and leg warmers.
Oh, because you
and a
came out from
picture.
your
I just
stripper.
got done stripping, right?
Oh God!
And
yes.
so we get arrested, thrown in jail, and I was like, dude, no matter what happens, don't say anything until I get an attorney. Just shut your fucking mouth.
I'm not
Right?
gay.
So I'm in this jail, been there for like 6 hours. No. There's water from the sink, but there's nothing else. And I look over, and he's got like a soda and a candy bar. He's like, I'm like, what the fuck? So, like the long story short, my sugar mama bails me out, or gets me out of jail, right? And she says, "You're trouble, son. I don't want to mess with you anymore. I'll get you out of this, but I don't want to see you anymore." And I was like, okay. So she was married
with stripper clothes that has a gun. You're fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm in jail.
Man. You're
So they transfer me. So it takes like 2 days for them to transfer me from San Marcos. They took me to Austin to the county jail, and then they took me back to city jail. And I've just got these. I'm like
You're-
full chains.
You're
I'm full
still
chains. I'm
in
like
your-
like this. They got me chained like this.
The
and
memories.
I'm in the cop car, and they get. And you don't say anything to anyone. The cop's like, "So what the fuck, man? Why you like to kill cops?" I'm like, "What?" I was like, "You like to kill cops?" I'm like, "No. Why don't you tell us what happened?" I'm just going to be quiet. We can just stop this car and beat your ass. I go, "Yeah, you probably can, but I'm still not going to say anything."
Oh, wow.
And so we got all the way there. She bails me out, and then or gets me out. And then come to find out, the guy that was running across the street was an off-duty police officer that saw the fight and stuff like that. Didn't have a badge and all this other stuff. But since my sugar mommy was married to Cullen Davis, one of the Fort Worth Davises, which they probably just hired the judges, so it was a phone call.
Okay.
Now, I was already on probation for DWI, so I should have just gone straight to jail, right? With no question about it,
Yes.
right? So I had a year and a half
You,
left of my
sir,
probation.
are the Lord.
Year and a half left of my probation. So this is what money does. I walk in there. She gives me a new suit and airline tickets to fly back from Austin back to Dallas. And it was discharging a firearm in the city streets or city whatever, and a fine of $100. I had to forfeit my weapon, right? And my probation was wiped out. I just walked away from the whole. Oh, she took my car. She did take my car back. Yeah, she did. So I did
you
lose.
got
I did lose
saved-
the car.
You literally got saved by pussy.
Yeah.
Well, I sold drugs.
It's true.
How do I compete with
All right,
that
so-
shit?
Yeah. It's like I saw drugs. It's like, dude, this guy got stabbed in the stripper clothing, shot a police officer,
Shot at.
accidentally
Towards.
might have shot towards a police officer,
Wow.
and got a sugar mama to bail him out, dude. But you sold drugs.
Same thing.
Oh wow. So Evan, the medieval game.
Evan,
so-
I have a question on set. Does everybody have a boner?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Because
Like,
I would
does
probably
the
have
white
a
guy
boner if
I
I
don't
were
remember
a
looking.
cameraman.
I don't remember looking.
All right.
You
but do you get?
Hey,
Like,
how you doing?
But you
You all
get.
right? Got a boner going on? How you guys doing? All right?
Oh, I got a bonus ever since we got here.
I would be like
Evan Landon ain't got a
messing
boner.
with the camera crew and light crew. Like, you have a boner? Huh? I got the chick.
It's the Legends of the Fluffer true or not?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. A lot of people say no, but they don't know the history of fluffers. All right, so if you had a fluffer,
So for
right?
those
Okay,
of
let's
you
say-
that don't know, fluffers are the women that suck your cock so that you get hard before you go on to do the scene in porn.
Or the guy that's doing
Or
the
the guy
internship from AB school.
That was Evan.
comes with knee pads.
Explain.
Okay, so you're a beautiful girl. I'm about to work with you, right? This is my fluff girl. Fluff girl's sucking me off, right? Getting me hard to fuck you.
I'm the
now,
fluff girl.
You're looking at me and going, why am I not sexy enough to get you hard? You got to have someone to get you hard. You see that? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the strategy is to get that women thing
Yeah,
jealousy going on.
you better
so
fuck
then
that
they
up.
break your dick.
They put out more hormones, pheromone, whatever the hormones.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see that wouldn't
So
work.
there's science behind
yeah,
this
but
shit.
that wouldn't work on Puerto Rico because the Puerto Rican girl would just break off your dick. It's like somebody else is sucking and then she was like, "Excuse me."
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then she screams, "Real hasta la muerte." And yeah, you won't
so
get that reference.
That's a Puerto Rican thing. Ghetto Puerto Rican thing.
Oh, got a Rican.
Ghetto Rican. So then the fluffers do exist. Then.
Okay, so for the Houston 500, right? Now you really don't have 500.
Oh shit, you were there, right?
I filmed the behind the scenes for that.
Oh shit.
So I go.
What's the
There's
Houston
a porn star
500?
that was named Houston, and she was like very, very hot. And
Oh,
she did
wait,
500
men.
men. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
It wasn't 500.
So she
It
died
wasn't 500?
It
there.
was 500 pops, but not 500 guys. It's really like
Oh.
140 guys. They can do a couple pops. And so you got 100 guys all lined up in this warehouse, right? Now, you're a director. You're shooting this in real time. So you got to have the guys come up, pop, pick up a couple strokes, pop, and get the fuck out of there. And the next guy in there, right?
Oh.
You got to keep this thing moving. You're shooting in real time. There's no edit to this. So
Holy shit.
the guys come in and they're ready to go. So you got 5 fluff girls all on their knees, ready to go. You got a caller and you got a guy over here. There's 3 guys to make the whole thing happen. One guy's the caller, right? And he'll be sitting there watching the guys' faces while they're getting blowjobs. And when the guy says yeah, then you go, you go, and then another guy steps up to that
That's
space.
gonna be super
Right.
awkward.
And then you're the guy. There's another guy that's by the girl who's like, when the guy's like walking up, he's like, okay, you should keep that guy there, still like jacking, right, until the other guy's ready. You see the other guy walking up, and you point him and get him out, and the other guy comes in. So that's where those fluff girls. That's where the fluff girls come in because you got to get all those pop shots. So
Oh shit! Now in the
Wow.
Houston 500, how did they manage the friction?
she's just a trooper, man.
What?
Babies just fall out
But
of
this
that
girl,
shit.
let me
That-
explain.
that-
This girl had a huge vagina.
This
Now-
girl is a legend.
You didn't have to say that
Yeah.
twice.
And then she got her vagina cut off and it made
No,
it to
she
an
had a
ashtray.
small one when she started.
No, the thing is that apparently she had like two big ass things there, and then she had them surgically reduced because they were too big, and they got made into an ashtray.
It's part of her labia taken in.
Oh,
That skin that's around the vagina. Not
Yeah, I
the pussy
know.
lips, the outside. Yes.
yeah, she used to be like.
Well,
Super
I've
hot.
seen vaginas.
Have you? I close my eyes.
I'm not sure. Oh,
I really don't care.
He just does this, and wherever it lands and it's wet, it's fine. He doesn't care.
Usually it's the fluffer's mouth, and he's always up for it.
Or in the light guy.
Oh, and the fluffers are not like just porn chicks. They're just regular chicks that want to suck
Well, did you get?
175 strange
Well,
men.
did you get like a fluffer that wasn't hot?
They were all not hot.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
so
why
then you-
they're
that's why you
that's
look-
why
that's
they're
why you go
behind
like
the
this.
camera.
You okay? I'm hard now. And then you open your eyes. Oh god. Oh wow.
But you gotta visualize what's going on here. You got 5 girls on their knees sucking a dick, right? And there's 170 guys, all naked, all jacking off, all on this big fucking line.
I close my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now-
I'll go there.
Just 70 men.
My
Wow.
first bukkake, I walk in, Jim Lane's shooting it, and he's like, and I was going to use that studio, so I was scouting it out to figure out where to shoot in there.
Bukkake is when a bunch of people
Lots.
ejaculate on top of someone, like glazed donut.
Your first bukkake, what did you use to wipe your face?
Oh, no. It's not so much the smell.
That's why his skin is so perfect now.
So I walk in because I'm gonna shoot at the studio, and Jim Lane's shooting. He's like, "Hey, you fucking bukkake, dude! I'll pay you $500 to go jack off in that girl's face to put you in my movie." And I was like, "Yeah." And then I walked over to the scene, right, and the girl's like all covered with cum, and all these guys are jacking off and stuff like that. And I was like, "Yeah." And then I got a whiff of all this fucking semen because she was like all over it. I mean, it was like I was like, and I smelled dead animals. I worked at a slaughterhouse. I mean, I fucking smelled some shit, man. But that was like overwhelming. I go, I gotta go right now. And then Jim Lane's texting me, goes, "You're fucking pussy. I thought you were a porn star. You can't fucking do this." And I was like, son of a bitch. Okay, I should be able to do this, right? It said it's all in my head. I gotta fucking do this, right? So I said, all right, no problem. So I said, I'll be on your next one. And then I showed up on the next one. I'm in the parking lot. I'm like, in the parking lot and play with my dick, get my dick nice and hard because I'm just going to walk in there and fucking do this. Walk in the door, walk past these guys. Like 20 seconds later, I walked up, yeah! Right? And I walked by Jim. I go, send me my check.
Oh, that's a cool thing to do. It's like, I'm going to go to the parking lot at Toys R Us and go like this. What are you doing? I'm preparing for my next bukkake scene.
Yeah, usually you get arrested here for doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't think you can drive and stroke your dick in Puerto Rico.
But you got a lot of restrictions here.
Well, we're conservative.
You guys okay having sex with minors?
No.
You can't have coal miners don't get sex. That's pretty fucked up, you guys. That's like discrimination.
Oh, you said coal miners.
Yeah. What do you think I'm talking about?
Terrible
things. Deviate away from this. All right, so
okay, I wanted to ask you something, because I'm not like 1/25th as famous as you, but some people, I do my own thing on videos and shit, and some people recognize me, and sometimes there's like weird moments. Like, for example, yesterday, a guy is looking at me for like twice as far as that kitchen. He's like 20 meters away from me. He's already staring, and he keeps staring. And usually I see someone recognize me. I'm like, oh, hey, I nod. And they laugh, and they stop staring. But no, I nod, and this guy just keeps his stare straight. And he's coming right at me. And he never stops. And he's like, he follows me with the eye and keeps going. And that's fucking freaky to me. I want to know, that's me, who I'm not half as famous as you are. But I want to know what type of interactions, like what's the worst or the most freakiest or weirdest thing you've encountered on the street when they recognize you?
Well, just trying to go to the mall, right? Hey, guys will yell from across the thing, like,
oh, yeah,
"Hey,
guys,
Stone, I'm a big fan." And the guys walk up, I'm not gay or anything, but I love your dick. Can I take a picture? And take pictures. And then other people take pictures of,
yes.
oh, yeah, no, just me and my dick. And then other people start taking pictures. They don't even know who I am, but they see people taking pictures. Wait, I got a picture of this guy. Then security comes over. "You can't take pictures here." I go, "Dude, I'm trying to get to Radio Shack." And then, okay, so I'm at the mall, and this little girl comes around and goes, "Look, mommy." And she comes around, and I said, "The guy from TV." And I'm like, "What?" And she starts walking toward me, and I'm backing up. I said, "Please don't let this kid touch me." She's like, "Look, mommy, the guy from TV." And Mom looks up and recognizes me right away. I'm like, and I'm kind of looking at her like, "What the fuck's wrong with you, bitch?" And then she comes up, she grabs the kid, and she walks around, and then she goes around the glass, and the kid goes, "The guy from Blind Date," because I've done a lot of like B movies and other stuff, right? And it's a blind date, and so Blind Date. Their ratings were sucking, right? And so they called me up and said, "Listen, we want you to come in there and be a thing, and like, don't tell people you do porn and stuff like that. We want you to come in there and be a ringer, right? And try to save our show." So no problem. So I show up, and the producer's like, and then everybody knew what was going on. So I show up, I meet the director. And the director's like, "So what do you do for a living?" "I do porn." He goes, "What?" I go, "I do porn. I thought you knew that." And he goes, "Oh, no."
Isn't that what I'm here?
Yeah, I go, "That's why I'm here." And I just told him what I said. He goes, "Oh, fuck, no, that'll never work.
Not that
we can't have you
type of
say,
dating.
okay, today you're a carpenter." I go, "I don't know anything about carpentry." "Doesn't matter, you're a carpenter." And I said, "Okay, so that whole Blind Date episode, you'll see I'm playing a carpenter."
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, well, this is the thing that
So, like, the lady walks by, and then she gives me the, not for not saying anything.
What, the little girl?
A clip of Evan banging on wood. Oh God!
Coal miners.
Okay.
But it's not different from a porn set because they go like, "Hey, today you work at Home Improvement." Now you gotta fuck that guy.
That's just mind-boggling to me, the type of interactions that you probably have daily. In your dating life, in your personal life,
Yeah, you go like,
how's it?
"Hey, I'm in
how's
my
it
zone."
different?
Herschel Savage was one of the top guys in porn when I got into porn. There was like 10 of us when I got in. It was like 12. when I got in. And he saw me like walking the girls to the cars, helping carry the bags, shit like that. He's like, yeah, there's an old Italian guy. He's like, dude, if you respect the girls, you might make it in this business. You want some free advice? I go, fuck yeah. He says, save your money, which I didn't do. He says, don't fuck the girls. And I go, what? I said, don't date the girls. I go, why? Because that's like why I'm here, right? And he's like, here, I'll tell you why. Because I date you. The girl dates you. You're their chick, right? I dated you, right? You break and I break up. Now you're in the makeup chair telling the makeup artist what a piece of shit I am. And then the other girl that's having worked with me yet is hearing what a piece of shit I am. Now, the director, producer talks to that new girl. You want to work with Evan Stone? Nah, who else you got? You just cost yourself work, right? Now, you're banging this chick. He says, also, don't go to and the third thing was don't go to the orgies. And I go, come on, dude. And I'll tell you why. Because you go to the orgies and you bang this chick. You take her to you're back to your house. You bang her for a couple of days. And then she's on the set. And the producer says, hey, you want to work with blah, blah? I just fucked him. Who else you got? So you just cost yourself work. So those things of advice I did follow for a little while, and then I married Jessica Drake, and then that didn't work out. That was totally my fault. I wasn't mature enough for the wedding.
Look up your ex-wife.
Yeah, I wasn't mature enough for the whole
Jessica
thing.
Drake is hot as fuck.
We were able to just sign papers and walk away, so that was win-win. I put that on my bucket list, even though there was nothing on there. I'd like marry and divorce a porn star. Put that number one. Crash that out. Done. And then I really didn't date because I get late at work, right? And I'm not going to go to a club and fuck some chick that doesn't have a test, and these chicks have tests. So and I don't feel like fucking with a condom, so blah. So there you go.
Yeah, it's like when I'm going to call my girlfriend, but then I jack off, and it's like, I don't want to call you anymore.
Now, there's fuck buddies and stuff out there. You meet a girl at the set, she says, if I'm horny, whatever, can I call you and come fuck me? And that is like, they call you, you go fucking them, and then you leave. Okay. If you're done fucking, you don't hang out because that's not the cool fuck buddy thing.
No, that's not how we do it in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Literally. That's 2017 dating.
Yeah, they just leave.
They just leave.
And so then Katie Morgan, we were doing a porn parody about Trump, and Katie Morgan was playing, who's the Fox News
You
girl?
were Trump?
I was Trump, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
So who's the Fox News girl?
And it was huge.
I don't know, but the Fox
Anyway,
News
but she was playing the Fox News thing, and I didn't even have a scene with her. But I was like...
Kellyanne Conway?
The other one. I had some GoPros set up because I was shooting behind the scenes and all this other crappy stuff. And I was moving the camera, and she was doing her stills for box cover. And I was like, wow, I just forgot how beautiful she was. And I asked her what she was doing later. She said, I'm going to this friend's house for an orgy. It's like, sure, why not?
Going?
So I'm doing... So
you just fucked that work. I'm going to a friend's house for an orgy.
Yeah, but I was only going because she was going. I was only going because she was going. So we get over to the thing, and they're like, what do you want for a fuck movie? And I'm doing my best to impress her, right? I'm fucking lying through my teeth. And they go, let's like Zach and Mary make a porno. And I go, I don't want to watch that. It's about a porno. They go, have you seen it? I go, yeah, it's stupid. I don't want to watch that. And they were like, all right. So they put it in anyway because no one really watched the movie. And I watched the movie. All of a sudden, Katie Morgan's in the fucking movie. Yeah. She's in that movie. Yep. And now I'm I'm like, and I stopped fucking. I'm like, oh my God, you're in this movie. They're all looking at me like, you're a liar. You just lied to us about seeing this movie. So there you go.
Wow. So you went to an orgy. Well, the thing is that what it amazes me is the normal way he can say, I went to an orgy.
Yeah.
Like here, I say...
Well, I didn't organize it. I just went to it.
No, that's the thing, Evan. There are no orgies in Puerto Rico unless you go to the Waya Waya Fest, which is an orgy with guns. Literally.
You won't understand. It's
You
like
won't
a big
understand
festival.
All right, let's put it this way. In Puerto Rico, we got...
ghetto people.
Ghetto people. Like, they go there and dance in their hip-hop, trap music, and then they shoot each other.
Oh, like Detroit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. It's like the Detroit party.
Neck in crime.
Yes. It's like the Detroit party with
crime and poverty.
But with poverty and
Detroit, Rico.
And chicks popping out children by the minute. Because we are very fertile
girls here.
Yeah, and we like welfare. Yes. We're good we're good fans of welfare to survive.
I think we're already at 40 minutes. What's the wildest thing you've done?
Yeah, that's a very... Oh, wait, his face. He has to look.
There's so many...
What's wild? I have no idea of perspective anymore.
Right, something that you have done, and then the next day you go like...
Oh, shit, I did this.
Because that happens when the first time I had sex, which was like 2 months ago.
Oh, I know you wake up, walk 5 minutes, and that's what I would say would be. Oh, I did this. Like,
Holy shit!
You
and
live
you call someone and go like,
in 5
"Fuck."
minutes. You live what I've lived in a fucking lifetime.
We're in Bora Bora.
But there's got to be something.
We're in Bora Bora, and the
Store?
girls, Bora Bora, the islands, and we're doing this digital playground,
Not the store.
doing the movies. And I get up early in the morning because I run with my dogs first thing in the morning before the sun's even coming up. I'm on the trail and the dog, and so I get up in the morning and I made myself coffee, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching the sun come up, and I'm just everyone, all the girls are sleeping in their hammocks with their mosquito netting because there's tarantulas, huge tarantulas that have fucking claws on them, and you'd hear them running on the ground, and I have to go into each girl's place and like. I didn't want to kill him. I killed like one. It was so gross that I just like trying to rescue these guys. And I have to you have to spend the night with each girl because they were scared. So you had to spend the night with each girl. Sorry, it's my duck call. And I just got up in the morning and I was just watching the sun come out and I was like, wow, this is just truly amazing to be alive and just doing the stuff that I was doing. And I just couldn't believe it. And I just pulled my dick out and just jacked off right there as the sun was coming up. Drinking coffee, jacked off, came on the ocean waters, and watching it from my toes.
That's a beautiful story.
That's a beautiful story.
It's a beautiful story.
It's one of the most beautiful things I've heard. Oh, okay,
It was just so beautiful. I mean, it was like, fuck.
I like this sunset. Oh wow, I live a good life.
I thought for a second there, I thought he was gonna talk about something not porn related, but no.
Yeah.
It ended with you jacking
Well,
off.
no, okay, real quick.
Okay.
Real quick on this. We can do a whole episode just on life lessons. When you get too cocky, right? The other thing he told me, he says, don't believe your own press. Don't be too cocky. And so this whole could be over and next day you'd not be doing porn anymore, and just enjoy the fact that you did it even once. And I was like, okay, great. So medieval times, I was bigger than the other knights, and so what I would do is you're supposed to sit in your seat when you're doing the joust, right? You have your lance put like this, and your shield right here, and you're protected. Everything's protected. Well, since I was stronger and the lance is heavy, I could like lift myself up around my toes, push that lance forward. So my lance is hitting you like 6, 8, 12 inches before your lance even gets to my shield, right? Yeah. And I was blasting people off their horses, right? And they're
so the fighting was real.
Oh yeah, the joust was real back then. Yeah,
okay.
They've changed it all now because of me.
Oh.
So the first part of it's collapsible wood. Then you get down to the metal. So it was like bam, 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 boom. I'd be blowing them off the thing. And then finally Caesar was the guy that trained us all. He's like, you got to no one wanted to joust me, right? So they're like, you got to let somebody else win. I was like, and they were like, oh, give me a hard time. You got to lose tonight. And so everyone came out for this fight. And all the people, all the cooks and all the stuff, everyone was out. All the staff was always watching. And so boom, boom, boom. And so I drove that kid like right off the horse. Drove him right into the sand. I was like, fuck that, boom. And then so I'd ride in the back in the area, and Caesar's like, okay, you're going to joust me tomorrow. And everyone's like, ooh. No, Caesar doesn't joust, right? Because he trains everybody.
He's a
he's a head guy, and he trains everybody.
Like some gladiator shit
yeah,
right there.
and so he makes me be black and white knight. He plays the green knight in order to have that side of the thing. And so we all set for the joust. Everyone's out there, and boom, 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 boom. We come across each other. And he raises his lance, which means it's a pass. It means your horse is off canter or something's wrong with your equipment, so it's a pass. So now I'm on his color, and people are boo, boo, booing me, right? So he does like 3 passes, and I'm like, fuck, right? And what he was doing is he was checking me out to see why I was beating all these guys, and I'm seizing me up like this and across like that. So this is what happens when you get too cocky. This is what happens. Now I'm up extended, so my lance should hit him first. As our lances touched, as our lances crossed, he just tapped my lance with his lance, just tapped it to the outside. And what it did, since I'm overextended, it pulled me over this way, right?
So you're already halfway.
My shield. And now since my shield's not seated, he hits me, drives his lance, goes up underneath my shield, gets into my chainmail, fucking picks me up off the horse, drives me on the inside rail, right? And so I'm literally on the rail, on my shield, being dragged by the horse down this rail, right?
Holy
Just
shit.
disintegrated me, just exploded. Everything just came off me. And I'm just like, fuck. And now this last rail, it falls off. And I'm like, fuck. And then, boom, I'm off the horse. But my foot is actually stuck in the stirrup. And I'm looking to hit this pole, like, at full, like, horse speed. And just then I get my foot out, boom, and I roll over like this. Now, if you're the first knight on horse, you have to make for a sword in the middle of the arena. And then the other guy drops his lance, picks up the dull sword, and makes a pass at you. You raise your hand, you're like, and you get killed, right? I go to stand up, my hip's been dislocated, and I'm like, and it pops back in. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, all fucked up. I'm trying to make it to this sword in the middle of the arena. And the guy, the MC goes, noble black and white knight, you've done well. I think it's okay that you should make this pass. And the squires picked me up, and I'm like, And all this just happened the Austin thing just happened like a couple weeks before that. That was all acquitted and stuff like that. And I stopped doing drugs and drinking right after that. I was like, fuck that. It's not worth it anymore. And then that's when I just got hurt medieval times. I couldn't ride anymore, so I couldn't work there anymore. That's when I went into the titty bar and I saw Casey, and that's how I got into porn. So,
Fun fact, they later recreated that scene with their dicks.
Yes, because it sounds like super porn movie. It's like, I got extended, and then our tip of the lances touch each other, and I ran sideways.
I can't let you go without telling the worst experience you've had doing porn.
that was in Venezuela.
Wow.
Chavez.
So
makes sense.
So they're trying to have sex here, and there's no place. It's like an old foundation, but they wanted all this behind there. So we took some banana leaves. There was already like the whole thing about the jungle. It's all rotted fruit. You guys know, right?
Yeah.
And so she's like laying on it, and I'm having sex with her, and there's bugs and shit everywhere, right? I'm trying to keep the bugs and stuff off of her, and it was just she was a real trooper, right? And all this like stuff is like foreign matters getting driven into her vagina. Right, and she's like, and then she's not. I'm like, I keep doing this to her, right, as we're doing the scene, and she's like, "What was all of this?" Right, throughout the whole thing, there were huge red ants that were crawling up on her, and she didn't see them, and I wasn't making her attention. Every time I come by and I go to kiss her, and I go, blow the ants off and stuff like that. That was probably the worst thing ever.
Okay. So it's like, oh my god, he's being extra touchy today. And you're like,
she was
"You're
like,
gonna die, bitch."
yeah, she didn't want to say anything at first. It wasn't until we had dinner, and she was like, "What was all of this?"
Oh god. Okay, so Evan.
Yes.
Lovelace Love Stories.
Yes. Tell me about
Let
it.
me say that right, because I my cable TV English kicked in. Lovelace Love Stories. There we go.
Yeah, leather.
Yes. So you were talking about like so is you're gonna make games too and
Well, I
sex
lied.
games?
I'm really not a programmer. I'm just here because I'm going to be they're going to avatar me.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're the model.
Yeah.
And what's the game about? What are you?
Well, it's actually a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is it gonna be cool?
Oh no, it's going to be way cool.
Where-
Wait till you see the castle and the king.
Oh
Dumb.
shit!
Yeah.
Where
And
can-
yeah, Ron Jeremy, I'm coming for you, brah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wait.
coming for you, brah.
Wait.
We just called you out, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll be seeing my banners outside your gate, brah.
Oh,
where
wow.
where can we find this game once it's completed?
Oh, lovely.
Lovelacestories.com. Okay,
Just like the T-shirt says, lovelacestories.com.
I
Go
try
get a
to
pen,
read
writing
it,
implement,
but-
something. Don't rely on your memory. Faintest ink, better than best memory. Confucius.
And could you tell me what's the best or the wildest thing you've learned from porn before you go?
Oh, I thought I could eat pussy. I was eating like pussy, like all these titty dancers. I was eating pussy. And I'm eating Nina Hartley's pussy. And director says, cut.
ate Nina
Oh, yeah, it's
Hartley's
fucking
pussy?
amazing.
Holy
and,
shit.
And she's like, and then, there's a cut, right? And usually you just keep eating the pussy. And the girl's like, And she starts talking to someone, texting her phone. I was like, oh. Are you like, is everything okay? She goes, well, do you want to know the truth, honey? And I go, yeah. Would you like to know the real how to really eat pussy? I go, yeah. So she taught me to eat pussy. And fuck, man, it's awesome when you know how to eat it right. Oh, the girls love it. It's so easy to bang them afterwards. Yeah,
Wow.
It's better than the roofies.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we all Cosby fans here?
No. Oh, no.
Okay,
Wait.
I need a
got one?
sad face violin song.
Oh, yeah. For that part. Yeah, we're going to insert a sad song.
Start eating pussy.
Oh no, Evan, stop, please. All right, I got one. Okay, Evan, what's oh no, the pussy. Oh god. All right, I'm sure my mom is gonna watch that and just get those 3 seconds and start like. All right, I got one question real quick. All right,
Blue.
what's the What's the like? You hang out with Ron Jeremy sometimes, right?
I do.
All right, what's the weirdest or wildest thing you have done with Ron?
Where I fucked him?
No.
Yeah, he's world famous. I've been to concerts. The guys have gotten off the fucking stage and come down to talk to him, right? And so we're in New Zealand, and I get off the plane. I'm going to fuck this guy. and there's always a lot of Asian tourists.
Wait,
that go to New Zealand.
you wanted to fuck the
Fuck up Ron Jeremy. I'll show you how it's done.
fuck up?
Fuck up, not fuck. No, everybody wants to fuck him. He's Ron Jeremy. Come on. I mean, look at that ass. You just want to get up inside
Every
that.
story has been about fucking someone.
Oh, so I get off the plane and I rush ahead of everybody else, and then I turn around in my loud voice. Oh my God, it's Ron fucking Jeremy. Just as Ron comes around the corner, and all these tourists go, and they all run. Literally, there was like 150 people. We're just taking pictures of Ron Jeremy. He's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" And I went out and the guy got myself a coffee and all this other stuff. It was funny, but he loves it. He really loves it. I mean, it really didn't.
Whoa.
Also in New Zealand, we get him and I. We go to the bar, and two girls are in there, and we walk in, and one girl goes, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah." Yeah, they recognize me. Girl walks over, and we go sit down. One girl walks over, and she goes, and I think she's still looking at me. And she goes, "Are you Ron Jeremy?" And he goes, "Yes, I am. You want to fuck me?" He goes, "No, but I'll suck your dick." And she's like, "Okay." So they go up in the parking lot. So I think, okay, great. I'll go talk to the other chick. So I go to the other bar. I go, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like,
Oh, you got
sad face again.
sad face again. Oh, Evan, quickly, your top 5 porn stars that.
Oh, that's a good one.
"No way." Oh, no. You're not going to do it. Not going to do that. Katie Morgan is the top one.
All right. But
She's right
Katie,
behind me.
we're
She's
sorry.
right behind
All
me.
right, besides Katie, like five porns that you like would say like these are the ones that fucked very good.
Oh, no, you can't say that. Because all these girls, you
Yeah,
have a
then
big
you
following.
lose.
Yeah. How come you didn't see? Oh, you didn't like my pussy? Yeah, you'll never work with me again.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's a trick one.
All right,
I'll
then
tell you off camera.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Evan,
Thank you very much.
it's been a fucking
Stay in school.
amazing
Stay off drugs.
pleasure.
And
Evan
where can you
Stone,
find me?
everyone. Where can you find? You can find him lovelacstories.com.
Stories.com.
He's coming out with a game. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be jacking off to it. It's going to be great.
I'm probably gonna look at porn, and the good thing about Evan is that since he's good looking, when that part of the porn comes that you're gonna come, but then the guy's face shows, you don't have to
Usually
skip it.
I skip it, yeah. But with you, I pause it.
If you like that thing called Game of Thrones, then you're going to love this video game. That's all I'm going to say.
It's called Game of Bones.
I don't think it's called that, but that would be a very,
No,
very
it's not
good
called
name.
that. Lovelacstories.com. Look it up. It's going to be wild. Thank you, Evan. Manolo Pérez from
Yeah.
the Forever Manolo Show. Follow him. Mi nombre es Oscar Navarro. Gracias a todos por ver el mejor episodio de Charla Magistral en la historia de la
Estuvo bien,
vida.
cabrón.
Muy gran nuevos.
Gracias, Corillo.
Yes.
Esta fue su Charla Magistral con fucking Evan Stone.
Evan Stone. Woo!
Gracias.
Evan Stone, damas y caballeros, yo todavía no puedo creer que esto haya pasado. Sin duda alguna, una leyenda de la industria de la pornografía. Yo no... De nuevo, quiero darle las gracias a la gente de lovelacstories.com. Chequense el website si quieren ver de lo que se trata esta primera historia que tienen preparada, o que están preparando, mejor dicho. Recuerden buscar a Manolo Pérez en Facebook. Su página se llama The Forever Manolo Show. Ahí podrán ver lo que yo pienso que es el mejor contenido de comedia que hay ahora mismo en las redes. A mí me pueden buscar como Oscar Navarro en Facebook, Oscar J. Navarro en Instagram y en Snapchat. Y en Twitter me pueden buscar como Oscar Navarro 0, el número 0. Gracias a todos los que escuchan, a los que nunca habían escuchado un episodio de Charla Magistral. Estamos todos los lunes con episodios nuevos. Si quieres enterarte de todos estos episodios, puedes buscar Charla Magistral en cualquier aplicación de podcast en tu celular y vas a enterarte, te van a llegar las notificaciones y vas a ser mucha mejor persona, como todos los que ya se han suscrito. De nuevo, gracias a todos los que apoyan este podcast. Espero que a los nuevos les guste lo que sucedió. Y pues busquen a los otros episodios. Son un poco más distintos. Yo trato de crear un contenido educativo a la misma vez que entretenido, por eso junto a comediantes con gente que sepan de muchos temas, por eso se llama Charla Magistral, porque pues trato de que sean temas que pues te enriquezcan el conocimiento, aunque también hay otras conversaciones que son la Charla Magistral Light, que son simplemente yo sentándome con un comediante, un poeta o un artista o quien sea, para simplemente hablar mierda y hablar de lo que esté pasando y de todos los temas que nos vengan a la mente. Me di cuenta, by the way, que mucho del público de este podcast vive en Estados Unidos. O sea, casi estamos hablando de un 40% de la gente que baja este podcast vive en Estados Unidos aparentemente. Yo no sé cómo carajo llega a esa gente este podcast, pero si usted está en Estados Unidos y está escuchando este podcast, si me lo puede dejar saber en alguna red social, cualquiera, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat o Facebook, escríbanme, de verdad me interesa saber cómo carajo conseguiste el podcast, por qué estás escuchando el podcast desde Estados Unidos. Hay gente, tengo a alguien que lo baja en Irlanda, no sé cómo carajo. Pero me interesa saber quiénes son ustedes. Me interesa saber cómo carajo llegaron al podcast. Me encantaría saber si me pueden escribir. Bienvenidos sean. Yo voy a estar ahí pendiente a las redes. Pero nada, como siempre, sigan jodiendo por ahí por la vida. Y esta ha sido su charla súper magistral con Evan Stone.